Hey guys, excited to be up here. First of all, I just want to thank Sean, Mike, and the corporate staff for putting on an amazing event for us all to come and learn and train and sharpen our skills so we get better at helping families. So my topic today is the value of life insurance, the importance of life insurance. So every day in America, thousands of families file for bankruptcy protection. And two of the top reasons are medical bills and the loss of a loved one. So I want to share my story with you guys. So when I was 27 years old, I was married to my wife, and her name was Christina. We had two sons, a 2-year-old and a 1-month-old. When my youngest son was a month old, we learned that my wife had cancer. And we did all the treatments, went all the appointments. And she only lived for 100 days, and she passed away, unfortunately. So me and my kids, we were left with $200,000 in medical bills. And we were devastated. We lost everything. And soon, I was one of those families seeking bankruptcy protection. So we had to ask friends and families if we could just live with them, have a place to live. It was a nightmare. But what most people don't know about that story is 30 days prior, I had the insurance man sitting in my house at my kitchen table. And he was talking to me about getting life insurance for my family. And I pushed back, and I was being cheap. I told him I needed to think about it. I thought I was young, invincible, and nothing like that would ever happen to us. Now, I don't blame the agent for not being trained and prepared for me, because at the end of the day, it was me. I'm the one that failed my family. So, as agents, it's our job to fight for these families and be prepared for the pushback. When they say they're not ready or they need to think about it, it just means they need more information, guys. It could be the price. It could be that, they don't want to make a bad decision and have their friends and family think they made a bad decision. But whatever it is, at the end of the day, if we're prepared and we've done a good job with our financial inventory, we know how desperately these families need this coverage. And it's our job to help them get out of their own way. And I want to share one more quick story. I know a lot of us as agents, we don't want to be looked at, by our friends and family as the pushy, life insurance agent. So a lot of us, we really don't even talk about the importance of it to them. So when my wife died, the same day that we buried her, my sister had a little girl. And she named her after my wife. So 2 years ago, when I got into Family First Life and was selling life insurance, my sister, she was recently divorced, and her daughter had just got their own little place to live in. And so occasionally when I would talk to my sister, I'd tell her what I was doing and, that we should get together and, go over some options for her and her daughter. Well, we never did that. I didn't push. And so, read my notes here. So, So last year in February 2022, my niece, Christina, she wasn't feeling well, tired and sluggish. And they went to the doctors and they did some appointments and some tests, and they found out that she had a blood disease. And they started going to all the appointments and doing the things they needed to do. Well, unfortunately, my niece, Christina, she didn't make it. She passed away this past September. And it was devastating. financially, my sister, she couldn't afford a funeral service, which made everything even more stressful. So I failed my family a second time. So fortunately, here at Family First Life, we're able to help a lot of families and make a lot of money very quickly. So I stepped up and I was able to pay for that funeral service for my sister. You know, and I didn't have to worry. I didn't have to worry about the cost. It didn't even faze me. You know, I couldn't take away her pain because I couldn't imagine. But at least I could help with the financial burden. So we have an amazing opportunity here, guys, to build a great business and live a life of our dreams and by design. But we have an even bigger responsibility to be prepared and trained for these families and the pushback so we can fight for them to get them the coverage that they know they need and we know they deserve. So if we do our job and we train, we prepare and rehearse, we can crush our goals in 2023 and take this company far above $1 billion. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Sean, Mike, and God bless Family First Life and everybody involved.